What is going on YouTube and y'all squad? This is your boy Yakutis. This is your review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 15, Episode 8. Really quickly, the Bell Collective review, I would say expect it tomorrow. Like, my DVR is on the fritz for whatever reason. Look, something technology-wise is always crazy over here, let me tell you. But it's been on the fritz all day, and I just don't know what's going on. So, I'll get that to you as soon as I can. I can now... I'm only giving y'all Real Housewives of Atlanta because I have Peacock, so praise God for small favors. And also, make sure you catch myself along with oh my Lord, I cannot get my words right. The other members of the Whether You Like It or Not panel on Giving You the Real Teas channel. Y'all know we gonna cut the food over there. So we start off with Drew. She wants to show off her dance moves. I don't remember who the woman was, so. Yeah, because I honestly thought this was going to be a flyby scene, so my bad. And her song, so she says to Alexa, play You Already Know by Drew Sidor. Baby, when I tell you Alexa played her to the left, now I ain't watched Terrence's review yet. I can't wait to watch it, because Terrence did talk to Alexa a few times, and then played him to the left, or he just get to talk and Alexa, start answering questions that he wasn't asking, and, then he got to go unplug and whatnot. So it reminded me of that, and instead of, Drew Sidor, they said we couldn't find Already Know by, what was it, Juice World? So then she rephrased it and it says her name first in the song, then it plays. She doesn't have her choreography, down pat, which and making yourself look foolish on camera, and that's something that you should have been, rehearsing consistently. But we didn't see that portion of the music video. More about that later. So her mom is coming in town Monday. Her sister Allison will be coming Wednesday, and she's very excited to chat it up with Ralph. She uses her sister used to manage her career back when she was 8 years old. She stopped managing her at the beginning of COVID because she was having a mental health break. So it seems like we're going to get deeper into what exactly that mental health break was next episode. But yeah, hopefully we're not exploiting. But I will say it's nice, even though like I said we'll get the sister in a little bit, it's nice that we're getting something else from Drew and not what we've been getting. So good stuff there. She lets us know that she's never had a sibling relationship with her sister. It's always been business. And, hopefully they can, begin to build just a sisterly relationship. Ralph isn't, on good terms with her and, had banned her from their house, some years back because, she hurt him. And now he has to process all of this. And apparently her hurting him was calling him manipulative and controlling. All right. So he feels that to be comfortable that he would have to leave, and he also doesn't want to be a trigger to her. Interesting. And Drew pretty much like, well, we're just going to pray on it. Baby, when I tell you that dealing with people like that, and all I can say is faith without works. That's all I can say. But I'm gonna keep on. I guess God answered her prayer this time. So we get Sheree on the phone with Joe, her operations guy. She's asked in her confessional, have you made a lot of profit? And she says she hasn't made a lot because, she is still trying to catch up from all the money that she invested. But she should be making a profit by the end of the year. Now, in the event, air quotes, y'all, Sheree, quote unquote, invested her own money into She by Sheree, then She by Sheree is in the black. You're just in the red. But again, we don't know how all this is, and apparently she didn't have nothing ready for that. And it's crazy how the I'm about to call that boy Marlo. What's his name? Martell storyline, plot line, then fell through so dang fast. Now we back with She by Sheree, I guess. So there's a photo shoot that's coming up for, I guess, the baby line of She by Sheree. And Sheree texts Candy so they can meet up. Right? So we get Marlo. She's at the thrift store. She does an IG live. with the co-founder of Foster Care Friday. I believe that she's also part co-owner of it. Don't really care. Science stops by. She wishes that the girls could see the model that she sees. And this is one of those where, in her saying it, I can understand it because I've been there. Look, growing up, I'm not gonna lie, hell on wheels, hell on wheels. But my thing was, if you don't start no ish, it won't be no smell. I'm not gonna say I never, because that would be a lie. But more often than not, I just didn't do stuff just to do them. Shout out to Rick James. If I did something, it's because I was provoked and I am responding. But because everybody being older than me, primarily the Generation Xers, feeling that they can say and do whatever and that they're not wrong, it's, oh, their actions aren't wrong. I'm just tripping out. And one of my cousins had even said, and she's also Generation X, that I wish they could see the yacht that I see. And I mean, hell, I'm 36. Hold on, wait. I got to the point where I have to sit here and think about the year and how old I am. Hold on, wait. 20, yeah. So 36 going on 37. Most of them still don't see it. But that's okay. But in this instance, no, Sonya. You seeing what you want to see and not what's really there. And she even says that when she gets around the group, the girls pull the old Marlo out of her. Baby, what we not finna do is we not finna sit and provide an excuse for Marlo. Because somebody can't pull nothing that ain't there, but it's one of those where if it comes out, that's because Marlo allowed it to come out. But again, here we go providing excuses. And Marlo just wants to, leave Kandi and the whole thing alone. I agree. Let's stop talking about it. So now we get Sheree and Kandi. Kandi is done with Marlo. Hallelujah. Okay, Baruch Hashem. I thank you. Let's keep this thing moving, baby. Sheree says the last time it took a bucket of chicken for her and Marlo to get cool. So what's it going to take now? 2 buckets and a side of mac and cheese? Now look, I laughed. Look, Sheree is not always quick with it. I'm pretty sure she thought about that one. But I'm like, okay, all right. I guess we can let her have that one. Sheree brings up Kandi comments about She by Sheree and how, she supports Kandi. And one thing that she did say, I understand it and I do agree. Yes. Kandi does have the bigger platform, so when she comes out and says something against a smaller business or another person, yes, that can eclipse what is going on there. So, solely understandable. Kandi doesn't know how she shaded her business. Now, one thing that I've learned from my friend James Colwell, aka Milan Trejor or Spillaboy TV, however y'all know him, I've heard him say that, and I'm paraphrasing, but, you can shade somebody just based off their appearance. It's like, literally, you see something, you go for it, that shade. Reading is, how can I say it? Pretty much there needs to be truth there for it to be a read. So, but no, you were being shady, but okay, maybe you was reading. I don't know, but you were being shady, Kandi. Like, let's be clear. And what I also want to say is Kandi just needs to just come out and say, you know what, I said all this stuff because I'm still salty about how you played in my face last season, how we cool when we together, but when we ain't together, you side with Marlo, and I'm all type of, whores and all this other stuff. That's what I need Kandi to say. So Sheree asked if she bought anything, and Kandi was like, the site was down. And when I went to, now from what I'm gathering is, Kandi tried once to buy something. And once the site was down, she wasn't going back again. Hey. And we all said that was a failed opportunity for Sheree because so many people wanted to support her. And when that site went down, trust me, a lot of people didn't go back, even when it came back up. So, too bad, so sad. And then she says, she gives this lengthy explanation on why the site crashed. And then says, I don't come to you for music advice. Don't come to me about fashion advice. Now, these are 2 totally separate things. The Kandi's... Now, again, I'm not one to talk about fashion, but Kandi's fashion sense is questionable at times, but Sheree, so is yours. I'm going to just keep it moving because that's too easy, but then I set myself up to be talking about, so I'm going to just keep it going. And Kandi says that the designer is the one that put her on blast. It wasn't me. She was just repeating it. But again, Kandi, you were echoing what was being said, but you was also amplifying the message. Like let's just keep it a buck there. Sheree high key admits that she did just put her label on some pre-existing stuff. Candy apologizes, and that's that. We get Candy and Todd. His movie script is done. He wants Drew to be the lead, and at first wanted Candy to play opposite of her, but Candy's like, I don't want to do that, one, because it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and I just got done playing a role like that, so I don't want to be typecast, which is understandable. We get Drew, so her mom is there, her sister is en route, so production cut at roughly, I think it was either 10 or 10:30, and her sister got there at 12:30, so do the math. But I just put that, yeah, whatever. So she arrived at 12:30 after production already wrapped, so what we get is just regular camera phone footage. So the next day is a video shoot. Sheree has an interview to do. Candy was invited, but Candy just didn't show, so I guess Candy didn't tell her if she had something going on. Allison shares with her mom and Ralph that, she had envisioned this for Drew, like, before she messed up her Achilles. So it's just like her being there is almost kind of surreal, and it's almost just like what she was believing for her sister has manifested itself, and she begins to cry and whatnot. I want to believe that Allison is in therapy, because the fact that these tears are coming means that she's probably unpacking some stuff, and things are just flowing out. I know the feeling. So Ralph goes and hugs her, and I guess he sees the genuineness there. It appears that maybe next episode we might get to maybe the root of what is there between them, but it seems like Ralph is letting it go. Drew comes over to see her sister crying, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and then sees the beautiful moment. Then her mom starts crying. Cool, cute. And one thing that I did want to say about the music video is, for those of y'all who don't know Chicago, us Chicagoans, okay, what things we take seriously and we believe in, okay, even if you don't know how to do it yourself, okay, that is house music, stepping, footworking, get tongue tied, y'all, and roller rinks. Okay, I've been to some more or less in my adolescent, now in my teen years. I was real closed off, so not really that much. So I can't skate. Like, I'm gonna be up on the wall, but I'm gonna be out there. But it's something that is serious out here. Okay, and all I'm gonna say is that if Drew really couldn't skate, she could have pulled the Faith Evans Love Like This before, just been on the platform and let everybody skate around you. So we end the episode with Marlo. She calls Sonya. Sonya says she was at Drew's video shoot. Marlo feels weird because she wasn't invited. So then she goes and calls Drew, lets her know that she's going on the date, and then Marlo also congratulates Drew. And then Drew, even though she's still currently filming, wants to have a conversation with Marlo about the blow up and, her feeling as if she needed an apology, which initially Marlo gave it to her. And I felt like this was edited kind of crazy. But my thing is, she could have just been happy for the complimented her, and just said, hey, when you get a chance, like, I want to, meet up so, we can have a little chit chat, da-da-da-da. But Marlo apologizes, for her behavior and whatnot, even explaining to her, like, I'm from Florida, you from Chicago, maybe it's rougher where I'm from, like, we say beat this, da-da-da, da-da-da. Drew continues to go on, and Marlo just hangs up on her. Says that she's acting, so I guess the feud between them is going to continue on. Let me see. Says that. Yeah, okay, so not Drew. Marlo's date name is Scott Lee, and they're at his restaurant, even though Marlo was shading the spy as she was pulling up. Didn't know that was his restaurant, but okay, cool. He's 39, has 3 kids. He orders appetizers for them, so there's some prawns there. He says the head is still on. I don't know if you cool with that. So she cuts the head out, and she asks, like, well, do y'all eat that? He's like, yeah, suck the head, eat it, all the other stuff. And she's like, okay, well, there's no sucking of the head. And it was going to place. And she was like, oh my God, like, how did we even get here? Funny. He enjoyed it. And, we found out that he's been locked up a few times. So even though she was apprehensive about it, I don't think that he fits the monetary bill that she wants, but I mean, there is a connection, somewhat of a connection there. And look, if anything, they might just be, bedroom buddies. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, that was it. I stressed this out as long as I could, y'all, because I mean, we're just revisiting a whole lot of stuff, and low key, I'm tired. But again, make sure you catch us tonight at T's place, and yeah, I will see you there. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I'll let y'all later. Peace.